I've always had like a passion for baking. I've had to like fight my way and my sort of point of view to get where I am. If you're in the bakery business with us, that's it. You can't leave. Like, you're in it for life. People coming from like all over the world. They know that we're a Jewish bakery and we've never ever had any trouble.
And is there any etiquette to eating this, or you just shove it in?
No, just shove it in.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited that you're here. For anyone that doesn't know about your surname and Rinkoffs, can you please tell us all about you and your lovely bakery?
So, Rinkoffs is my family bakery. We were established in 1911 by my great-grandpa, Hyman Rinkoff, who came over from the Ukraine, and he set up in East London with his recipes, and it's kind of like grown from there. And yeah, we're still in East London, and we're now, I'm fourth generation, and then we've got the fifth generation coming in. And yeah, we still bake there today, 24/7 really. Like, we're open 7 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was reading that it used to be closed for Shabbat, and there was this whole Jewish history around it. And what did I see the other day? That the ovens would be open for people on Fridays to put their chulent in the ovens.
Yeah.
Which just, I love that whole sense of community that East London bakeries had at the time.
Yeah, so it's still very much community based, but when my grandparents or great-grandpa was running it, they left the ovens on for people who couldn't put their ovens on at home. We don't do that anymore. But and then it was my grandparents closed it on a Saturday because they were quite religious. And then as I sort of came into the business, I was like, oh gosh, I feel bad, but Saturdays are becoming a really busy day. Like, there was so much demand from the customers for us to open. So I took it upon myself, and I was like, I'm going to make it happen. And we opened, and now it's like our busiest day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did the family feel about that then? They were like closed for Shabbos, and you're like breaking Shabbos.
So my grandparents were no longer alive, which I'm not sure if that, I feel like it's probably better off them not knowing. But my dad, he was a bit skeptical at first, but he was like, you know what, we're in like the modern day now, we're not a kosher bakery. You've got to do what you've got to do. And it just sort of went from there.
It's so funny because I feel like it's come full circle with this podcast. We had right at the beginning, one of the first guests was Ben Rebuck, the chef, and we were talking about foodie bits, and it ended up a few months later, we decided to go on a Bible crawl around London. Yes. And my first stop was Rinkoffs. I was designated Rinkoffs. And I just feel like it's so funny that now you're coming on, and I've been there in person. And it really was it felt a little bit like going back in time, going to the bakery, and it's in the middle of Whitechapel, and there's so much Jewish history around that area as well. But he had come over, your great-grandpa, from Ukraine due to pogroms, right?
Yes.
And did he have to escape? Did he just choose that it was like a good time? What was the sort of...
I think it was, he didn't feel safe where he was, and he had a friend who'd already done it here. So he came over on the boat, and he knew that he could bake. That was his skill. So he came over, and he had like a few recipes that we still use today. I mean, obviously we've modernized them a bit, but like the original ones, like challah and cheesecake and black bread, we still use those recipes.
What's black bread?
So it's like a really dark rye, but it's got like caramel in it. So it's like almost black with sesame seeds on top. It's really good with like cream cheese and smoked salmon.
Oh wow! Like it's like sweet.
It's kind of sweet. It's got caraway seeds in it as well, so it's a bit of both. Okay. But yeah, my kids think it's like chocolate bread because it's that colour, but it's not.
So they were the original recipes that you're literally still using and still selling, and
yeah. Fantastic. So like the cheesecake is one of my favourite recipes, and we bake it in we still bake it today. We bake it in a massive tray, and then we cut it into portions and sell it in the shop by weight.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can choose. So customers come in, they're like, can I have X amount of cheesecake? And we're like, we have to weigh it, and then the price is determined by the weight, and then that's it, really.
Oh, that's so old school.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's called, is this the Hamisher?
So we do both. So we do a Hamisher cheesecake, which is...
Wait, I have to ask, sorry. What is a Hamisher cheesecake?
So Hamish means homemade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where it comes from. And it's sultanas inside it and raisins. And the plain one, which is my favourite, we just call it plain cheesecake. But I'm not sure why the raisin one's called Hamisher and the other one isn't.
I feel like they used to, sort of Eastern European Jews would just put raisins in everything.
Yeah.
It was just like a thing.
Yeah.
So he came over, and was he working for a bakery? Did he just start on his own? How did Rinkoffs come about?
So he had a friend, and I can't remember his name. Had a friend over, and it was in Black Lion's Yard in East London, which was our original shop. But sadly, it's no longer there. It's like flats. So that's where he started off baking. And yeah, it just sort of took off from there. And then he had 7 children, one of whom was my grandpa. So he was in the business from quite young. And then he took it to the next step and kept it in East London. And we moved to Valence Road, which we still have today. It's one of our shops today. And then in, I think, the 70s or 80s, they opened it in Jubilee Street, which is where the main bakery is today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so have you got 2?
We've got 2 shops.
Okay.
That are very close to each other.
Okay.
But one is Jubilee Street is the main bakery. That's where I work, and that's where all the bakes happen. And then we have a small shop. That's probably where did you come to that one where the main bakery? You must have.
It was the one that I see it a lot on your social media, like the shop.
Yeah.
So that's the main bakery?
That's the main bakery. That's Jubilee Street.
Okay. I have no idea where I am in the world. I just type it in and I walk and then I'm there.
yeah, that's not, yeah.
It was good though. And I was reading that the Crays were like a big customer.
Yes, so that was from our Valence Road shop. The Crays twins were in prison, and their mum, or it might not have been their mum, someone that knew them, would come and buy smoked salmon cream cheese bagels and take them to prison. It was like their one request to have our
more Jewish thing.
I know.
I'm in prison. Bring me my smoked salmon bagels.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. Also, did you say bagel or bagel?
Oh, I said bagel.
Okay, good. That was going to be my big question: is it bagel or is it bagel?
So we always say bagel, but we write bagel in our shop. Which actually sometimes it's written bagel, but I like to say bagel
because it's correct.
Because it is correct, but it's American is bagel, I think.
This is what I've said. We've had endless debates on this about bagel or bagel, and I'm adamant that it's bagel because it's Jewish. Yeah, and that's how it started.
Yeah, and that's how it's spelt, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. I think bagel.
Emma Kingston comes on and she says, well, actually the EI is and she did she used some posh word to say that actually you use it to say A. No, it's not. Bagel. But it is American, right?
Yeah,
it got taken to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think bagel is American.
Thank you. So we're going to claim.
Yeah.
But it still started. The Jews invented them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're claiming them.
Yeah, definitely. Eastern European. Yeah.
So as a child, did you feel pressure to go into the bakery?
So I was always there. I felt like I was there every Sunday in the bakery. With my grandparents used to pick me up if I wasn't going to Hebrew classes, because my mum worked in the shop, and my cousin and then my auntie also worked there. But I think they did it in shifts. So then when my mum was working, I was at Hebrew, and then in the holidays my grandparents used to take me, and I always used to serve in the shop, and these Jewish old ladies used to pay me £1 or £2 and then take me to the sweet shop next door to buy my sweets after I'd done a shift in the shop. But I was 12 I think when that started, so I was really young, but I was quite sort of adamant that I knew what I was doing, and I've always had a passion for baking, but I went to uni and I didn't go straight into the business. But then I worked in advertising, and then I messaged my dad, and I was like, I think I need to come into the bakery now, because we were sort of he was starting an e-commerce business, and I was like, I think I can really help push the digital side of the business. And he was a bit like, oh, not sure if you're, had to have like a whole meeting and like a whole discussion about like why I should come in. And he was like, if you're in the bakery business with us, that's it. You can't leave. Like, you're in it for life.
No pressure then.
Yeah, no pressure. And I was like, yeah. Just sort of like taking each day as it comes. And then, basically now I'm nearly 20 years in officially, and have sort of pushed the brand out there and like really changed the business.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
How did it feel though, having to be interviewed by your dad?
It was quite it was interesting. It was like, we get on because he's a master baker himself, so I've always like sort of looked up to his skills of baking and stuff. Not that he likes to tell me his recipe, like he doesn't like to guide me, because he was like, you're going to take my job type thing. He's quite old school, but as the years have gone on, he's calmed a bit, and
willing to share.
Well, I mean, now the cookbooks come out, I was like, come on, Dad, 20 years it's taken me to get to you to share your recipes. So
see, I thought I had this vision of this family bakery where it would be encouraged and you'd have to learn the baker skills and you'd have to learn the recipes, but it sounds almost like it's the opposite.
Well, that's how it probably should be, but I don't know if it's a generational thing or if it's just like my family thing, that the Rinkoffs sort of, they're my dad's like is one of 3 brothers, so it's quite like it was a sort of a male dominated industry for them, or family business. So like I was the first female to sort of come in properly, and I think it was a bit of a sort of like, how can I sort of explain this? I think they were sort of a bit like, oh, women working, like what?
No, you're breaking, breaking
like the trend. Yeah,
is that it? Breaking glass ceilings?
Yeah,
is that an expression?
Yeah,
breaking the mold.
Breaking the mold. Yeah.
How exciting!
So I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm determined. I can see. I've got like a vision. Yeah.
And do you feel like you've been able to action that vision?
Yes, definitely. Now, I mean, I've had a lot of issues along the way. I've had to like fight my way and my sort of point of view to get where I am, which is, it's a shame, because you think, as you said, like it's a family business, you feel like they'd encourage in it, but it has been stressful at times, but
you can't leave.
I can't leave. I've just been like, this is my destiny to bring.
Did you
it
have to
forward.
sign a contract that said that you can't actually leave?
No, there's no contracts. But that might be changing soon, maybe. I think, yeah.
And you managed to make things a bit more digital, because I've seen that you supply big shops as well. Like, am I right in thinking Selfridges?
Yes.
Harrods?
So when I joined, I think it was 2007, and Facebook had just sort of come out 2006, and when I'd finished uni, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to build like a brand page on Facebook. And I went onto the computer and I did it, and they banned Facebook from the office because they thought I was just chatting to friends, which I wasn't. I was, creating a brand page and getting like people to I got loads of followers, like people who were like, oh my God, I remember Rinkoffs. I used to come in with my grandma or my mum, and now I bring my kids in, and it was just it sort of like took off from there. And then we supplied Selfridges and Harrods, but we don't supply them anymore. And then I basically, in 2013, brought like a new product to the bakery.
Is this why your dad was on holiday?
Yes. So so my dad was on holiday. And I could see it was the cronut basically, and I saw online how like mad everyone was going on. I saw it on YouTube, I think, that Dominic Ansell had created this cronut, and everyone was queuing. And I was like looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's croissant dough. I was like, we make that. And it's fried like a donut. We can so do it. But I was still quite sort of new to the business, ish. Like, I was like, Dad, let's make these cronuts. And he was like, oh, I used to fry 500 donuts a day. And like, he was just sort of like bigging himself up. And I was like, can you come and help me? And he was like, no, I'm going on holiday. He's like, it's not gonna sell. Who's gonna buy that? He was really like adamant that it wouldn't work. So I just took it upon myself and got in the bakery and just worked with the bakers, and like it took me a good few weeks, and then we established which we call the cronut, but we call it the Crodoughs. And now it's like our best-selling product, and it basically like launched us into the modern day and like got us where we are now. And if it wasn't for that product, we wouldn't have had all this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been
basically
pioneering.
Yeah. Like when it first started, people were coming from all over the world for it. Like I remember I was in the shop and someone from Tokyo came with like a picture of me, a printout of me in a newspaper in Japan, and I was like, what? And he was like, Crodoughs, and I was like, yeah. And he came and he bought like a box and he ate it outside, and like people were coming from like all over the world.
Wow.
Just to try it. And it was like, this was all before like TikTok and Instagram, I think, was around, but it was more like Twitter and Facebook. And then like we got loads of press, like it just sort of like went mad, and it really modernized our business.
I have never had one.
Oh,
I have never. And you've bought a box.
yeah.
Are they in there?
Yeah.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Oh wow, that's not just one. What camera do I need to show this to without them falling down? Okay. Right. Do you want to hold them, or do you want me to hold them? And can you explain what flavours they are?
I can...
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Or you can point, or you can hold.
So
Hold on. Wait. This is silly. I'm going to put them down, and let's have a bite of all of them.
Oh yeah,
you need to get a knife.
Yeah.
Should we lucky
go
dip?
straight in, yeah.
It's going to go. Right.
That's the Lotus Biscoff one. It's quite a new edition, but it's a
new edition Lotus.
One of
Biscoff.
our like most recent, but it's a good popular one, yeah.
And is there any etiquette to eating this, or you just shove it in?
No, just shove it in.
Okay. Why have I opted to do this on camera? Right, ready. So what's the top?
So it's a white chocolate frosting, and then it's got Biscoff crumb, and then a Biscoff biscuit.
Wow, okay.
And then it's got Biscoff inside, spread, like the Biscoff spread.
Oh, I need to cut it then. Do I cut it? What do you do?
Well, I mean, these are the mini ones. We do a larger one, so I would just bite it. But you can't. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got to go straight in.
Oh my god. That is very nice. That's very sweet. And very juicy.
It's indulgent.
I think this is just welcome to watch Jodie eat. Okay. So this is your favourite, and this is the custard.
Yeah, so this was one of the original flavours that I came up with, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is so good.
It's like really refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing. I love it. I've never heard of a donut be called refreshing before. That is delicious. And you said there's more flavours. How many cronut flavours do you do?
So we do 12, and then we have one on Easter, and it's the cream egg one.
Okay.
And that's like a really popular sellout. People go mad for it. We just do it once a year.
So let me get this straight, just to clarify. Yeah. Your great-grandfather came over as a Jewish bakery. He opened for Shabbat. He changed the Jewish face. And you're like, right, I'm coming in and we're doing Easter cronuts. And we're opening on Shabbos.
I know, bit of a rebel.
I feel like we need that rebel energy, though.
Yeah.
So hold on. Before we move forward, I don't know whether I can eat every single one on camera, because I think I'll bore the entire crew or entire people watching. Walk me through the flavours.
So the most popular one is the salted caramel pistachio. And that's got that's the green one, and that's got pistachio filling inside.
Oh no! Okay, keep talking.
Yeah, and then it's got salted caramel on the top, and it's got caramel, and then it's got pistachio on top. Yeah.
That's really good. That's really creamy.
Yeah. So that's our most popular, and that's also an original. And then there's the raspberry, which is the classic.
Yeah.
Kinder Bueno, Oreo cheesecake, that's chocolate fudge, a dulce de leche with white chocolate, and then small, which is Nutella marshmallow. But we also do like a lemon drizzle, a toffee apple crumble one, and I think that's it.
Okay. You keep talking while I just lick my fingers. And you do big ones. And
yeah, they're bigger.
How many of these would you sell in like a day or week?
So I would say like probably like 1,000 a week, maybe, like all in all, like because we have a wholesale business, and then we have our shop, and then we have like Uber Eats and stuff like that. So
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
How times have changed. So people, I sound so old. How times
I
have
know.
changed. So people will just order Crodoughs and you deliver them anywhere they are.
Yeah. And we've got online as well now. And so you can order them to wherever you want to have them.
And these are all gluten-free, dairy-free and sugar-free, right?
Yeah, no calories. Like
Perfect.
Calorie-free.
Perfect. And you're really taking it by storm, the whole business.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like I am. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I have. Yeah, it's. But my sister is now in the business. She came in almost 9 years ago when I had my first baby, and she does the sales side of it, and we work really well together. And it took me like 15 years for her to. I was there for 15 years, then I was like, we need Debs in the business to help with the wholesale, because I kind of stopped doing the wholesale and I did more of the retail and like the new product development and marketing. And I was like, she's really good at sales. That's where her background was. So I was like, you need to come into the business and we can like take it over eventually. And she's done really well, because then COVID happened and she was just sort of left in the business with my cousin, and we kept it open throughout COVID. And it was, we've never shut our doors, and it was like, it got to a point where we were like, we might have to shut. But thankfully we stayed open.
Oh, wow.
And because it was an essential, we were classed as essential because we were selling bread and
I was going to say, this is essential. Everybody needs these.
Yeah. The Crodoughs are an essential item. And it really, that also, I know it was a horrible time, but it also really helped our business, because people would come, they'd be working from home or just at home, and they'd walk to the shop and there'd be like queues, and it was sort of like a ritualistic experience for them during like a really horrible time. They'd every day come into the shop and just sort of see people and, and have that interaction, buy their bread and whatever. Yeah.
It's nice. Almost takes it back to that old school feeling.
Yes.
And I've got to ask you, because you wouldn't expect now, I know hundreds of thousands of Jews lived in East London, and now it's not very Jewish at all. But you're there. You're this proudly Jewish history, bakery. How is that all fitting in? Yeah,
so it's such a great community. We've never had any trouble, and 90% of our workforce are Muslim. We allow them to go to the mosque on a Friday. They take an hour out of their day, and then they come in early, or they make it work, or they pray in the back of the bakery. And like our customers, some of them come straight from the mosque into our bakery and buy like Crodoughs or bread, and on a Friday. And like Eid is really busy for us, and they know that we're a Jewish bakery, and we've never ever had any trouble. And it's just it's a really nice place to work in that sense, because everyone has this other view of what it's like. And I just think it's we always say we're like keeping the peace in for the rest of the world or whatever, because it's
I think that's what's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be like.
Yeah.
We should be integrating, and we should be getting on and building businesses, and I think the media will have us believe that we all hate each other.
Yeah. Well, actually, so our shop manager, Ozzy, he is from Algeria, but he will sometimes say Yiddish words to us, and like, you know, and it's stuff like that, and we just like have a joke, and we treat them all like we're family, and it's just, yeah. I mean, look, we've had our moments, but nothing like because of religion, just because of like working in like a bakery. It's like, yes, heated, and you know, but nothing like bad. It's always been just like a nice place to work.
And you haven't faced any anti-Semitism in the shop or anything?
Not face to face, but on like Instagram, like when
we all get it on Instagram.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's what's really nice though, is that I think we've got to stop being in the real world, and we've got to see that actually it is okay. And a conversation we just had earlier with I was speaking to Hire from Hire of London, and she was just very much saying like, it's okay where she is, and it's okay where I am, and yet I think we need to be having these conversations that actually it is okay. Yeah. Most of the time. 99.9% of the time. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. And I love that. And I think in your book, and I'll talk about your book in a second, you say that like you've got the Muslim community, they're coming in and buying challah. Yeah. And that's so nice. Yeah. And I often think that if we just shared food, and all of different cultures and different communities shared food and stories, we would bond. I mean, I always definitely soften when people give me their food. So
yeah, 100%. Like loads of great things happen over food, don't they? Like you can meet great people and hear great stories, and and
there's so much history in food. Like I look at these, and do you know the history of like bagels and why they were created? I know there's something around we weren't allowed to make proper, I don't want to say, actually I was going to say proper bread, but I don't know whether that's true.
No, I think it is. And they so they boiled them. I think that was it's bad, I don't really know, maybe I should brush up on the
but there's like it's just, there's just history. And like you were talking about the cheesecakes that came from the Ashkenazi tradition, and they're here, that it's great. There's a lot to be said, but you have now taken not all, but a lot of the family recipes, and you put them in a book. And how did that go down with the man that didn't want to share any recipes with his daughter? Yeah. How is you publishing a cookbook been?
Yes. So the publishing of the cookbook has been it's been pretty amazing, and I did have to sort of say to my dad, like, you know what, we don't have to give every recipe away, but we should give recipes that you used to make back in the day that we don't really sell anymore. And you know, it'd be really nice because like my dad's got this old recipe book that's handwritten. It's all like got bits of old like flour bags and like recipes written on the back of that. And I was like, it'd be really nice for you to have like your recipes in a book with pictures and like a story about it and everything. And he came around to the idea, and actually he did help me with a lot of a lot of the old school recipes. He works in like pounds and ounces, so I was like, oh Dad, we need to change that. And
what's yours in grams?
Yeah, grams and like milliliters. Yeah.
See, I just do cups.
Oh, okay, that's quite American. I've adopted
the American. Yeah. I'm like, this is so much. It's just a size. I just scoop it.
So we do. It. The book is out in America, and I think they have got cups, but the one here is grams.
Very sensible. I feel like I'm losing our English culture. I need to get back to it. Because what's your favourite recipe from there? What do you love making?
I love making the challah, and I love making cookies, and then the ice bagels are a firm favourite of mine. Oh yeah,
I need to talk. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. We need to talk to you about these ice bagels.
Yeah. These.
So talk to me about these.
So the ice bagels is basically like choux pastry, which is like an eclair.
Okay.
And you pipe it into a round shape, and like a bagel. and then we ice it, and that's why it's called an ice bagel.
Okay.
And
I actually thought you'd got a bagel and you'd put icing on top of it. But
no, it's different dough. It's not bread.
No,
well, it's kind of, yeah, it's shoe. Yeah.
Can I interest you in an ice bagel?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll take one.
Right.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna try this. So it's choux pastry.
Yeah, and what you can do is you can cut through it if you want.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And then turn it the other way. So that's what my dad likes to do. So it's like sandwich. So the icing's but.
The icing's on the inside.
Yeah. So you make it like a sandwich and then eat it like that. But it's just as good eating it like this. So.
Oh, I would do it.
But yeah.
I'm like worried that I won't do your dad justice.
Mum.
Oh wow! And it's like hollow in the middle.
Yeah. So it's really airy.
And you said that you make these for Rosh Hashanah.
Mhm. So we started making them. I think my dad started making them. Then like family members would order them. Not necessarily family members that work at the bakery, like cousins that are just our family but don't work at the bakery used to order them for Rosh Hashanah. So then we started making them in the shop just for Rosh Hashanah and making orders for them, and kind of just like took off from that. Yeah.
Oh, I want these on my Rosh Hashanah table.
Yeah, so we actually only make them once a year.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So they land in the shop. When can we get them?
So we usually do them like the week of
Okay.
Rosh Hashanah and then run them for like a week.
And do people know that what Rosh Hashanah is, or are they just like, oh, there's something new on the menu?
Yeah, no, a lot of them do. Yeah, they do, because we also do Hanukkah's really big for us in the shop as well. Donuts, we do them once a year.
The traditional jam filled, don't lick your lips because the challenge sugar.
Yeah,
okay.
And they go people go mad for them, and honey cakes as well that we sell, and Passover stuff. So a lot of the stuff is just once a year, apart from like the challah and cheesecake, which we sell all the time.
So it's very seasonal and Jewish. And your mum runs tours, right?
Yes.
So it is your mum?
Yes, it is my mum. So she started her tour when I was pregnant with my first child, and I was like, Mum, are you sure this is the right timing? I need your help. And she does really well. So she does it from Liverpool Street Station. It's called Walk, Talk, Bake, and she does it as the footsteps of Hyman, my great-grandpa, so where he started from. And then you walk with her to the bake, and you end up at the bakery. And you get a bagel and some Danish and a coffee, I think, included in your ticket. And then she'll tell you the history of the family and like what you see around you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so she loves it.
Family.
Yeah.
Completely from everyone. Yeah. And how do you decide, are there any cousins that are like, I want to get in and that's not fair and I want to be in the bakery? So we've got cousins so the fifth generation are two cousins that so their dad has been in the business before I was, so they're now in it. And my kids are like, I want to work in the bakery. I mean, they're like 9, 7 and 4. I was going to say,
but
how old are they? Yeah. So you've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're always like, we're just going to work in the bakery. And I'm like, not sure I really want you to.
Oh no, you're like your dad.
I know.
Stop it, let them in.
I know. I'm like, you can work in the shop to begin with when you're 15 on like the weekends.
I was going to say there must be more like health and safety stuff. Like you can't work when you're so young anymore. Yeah. I think you have to be 14 or 15 to work now. But they love it. Yeah, they keep saying to me, can we bake from your cookbook? So, do you do a lot of baking with them?
So I used to, and then it got a bit mad because all 3 of them would want to, and they're 3 boys, and they all wanted to just crack the egg, and then it just got a bit stressful. So now I'm like, one at a time. You can come in and we can do it together. And there are a few kids' recipes in there, like blueberry and banana muffins, which I've been making for them since they're like 6 months old, and they still love them. They're like sugar-free muffins,
And
so it's good.
I'm just thinking, you've got me thinking, because I've got 2 boys. I stopped at 2.
Okay.
And I always had this vision of, we'll bake together.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
It's absolute, everything ends up on the floor.
Yeah.
They're eating raw batter. Mm-hmm. It's just...
Yeah.
So I get it. I do understand.
Yeah. It's a shame because I think now having this book, I'm going to do more weekend baking with them. I'm just going to have to separate them. Yeah.
But it's fantastic. And do you know how many recipes are in there?
I think it's 101 or 105, something like that.
A lot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pick it up.
Yeah, it's a lot of recipes.
The pictures are absolutely stunning. And
Thanks.
you've got everything, but you've got like a whole section of Jewish recipes, and but you've also got, you know, the cookies and the new additions that you're bringing into the bakery. So you're mixing the old and the new, and I love like looking at the bakery. No,
I was going to say I wanted that to come across in the book, that like, you know, I wanted it to reach the customers that have been coming in for years, that remember, like, nostalgia. I just wanted them to sort of be like, oh my gosh, yeah, the Mandelbrot, that was like a massive recipe for us from like my grandma's generation. So I want them to have that, and then I want the kids to be able to make cookies or rainbow cake or, you know, the modern bakes. So yeah,
just covers everything.
Yeah.
And would you ever consider moving or having another branch in like a traditionally Jewishy area as well? Yeah,
I often have meetings at work, and I'm like, we need to open. For years and years and years I've been saying we need to open somewhere else, like North London would be great,
or Essex. We're lacking a lot of anything. I think we've got one kosher butcher, and that's about it.
Okay. Maybe Essex. But that's my next vision, is to open more.
That's really exciting. So you really are. It sounds like you're absolutely taking this family business that started years and years ago, and you're just bringing it into the modern, which I think a lot of businesses fail to do, and then we lose them.
So it's just like it's a lot for me, because I think I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I like everything to be a certain way, and I think sometimes you need people on board who are like that as well. But my dad's, like, bless him, he doesn't like to take, you know, he's 73 now, he doesn't want to really take risks, and he's never really taken a risk. So it's just sort of finding the right people to take it forward with me. Yeah.
It's exciting, and the food is delicious. It's so nice to have the traditional recipes that are just still going, and you're still making, and it's lovely. And this cookbook, honestly, is just beautiful.
Thank you.
And where can we get it?
So you can get it on Amazon and Waterstones, and there will be some like local, smaller bookshops as well, and then we're going to be selling it in our shop at some point. Yeah, it's out August the 27th.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's brilliant, and thank you so much for bringing in all your treats. I am going to get stuck into all the other flavours. It's lovely, and thank you so much. And
thank you for having me on. It's been great.
Welcome. And good luck with the book and everything. Yeah. And I'm coming. I really want to do one of the tours and come back to Rinkoffs.
Yes, it's on our website. You can just like click on, and my mum would love to show you around. She's also very passionate about it. So yeah.
We need that. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.